Hey, what's up, everybody? In the news, Georgia, and there's a handful of other states that are looking to follow suit, but Georgia looks like they're going to be the first ones that are going to try to reopen some things. I had heard that it was like tattoo parlors, barber shops, some places like that. They were nail salons, I believe, as well. It was individuals who didn't have the opportunity to work from home and thus have no way to go ahead and acquire customers or things like that. Now, you heard Trump over the weekend calling for liberation of Minnesota, Michigan, Virginia, throwing in a little 2A on Virginia, stirring things up on Twitter like he likes to do. So, in a way, it's kind of conflicting here because what he's saying is that he strongly disagrees with Georgia Governor Kemp and his decision to reopen. He says people can wait a little bit longer. So if you're out there and you're on the right or you're a Trump fan, we all know how he does it with Twitter. Most of the stuff he says is bluster, and he doesn't fully believe a lot of the stuff he's saying, but that's the appeal, right? Somebody who's out there trolling people in a way, having fun with Twitter. I think that's what we've come to expect by now from Trump, and he gets some good ones in there. There's so much gold he puts out there, but I do get a little concerned in a way, and if you're a righty, if you're a Trump fan watching this, well, let's read through the article a little bit and then kind of think this thing through. But if you're a Trump supporter, tell me what you think of this stuff. Tell me, is this kind of a conflict for him to be saying this in regards to Georgia, but then talking about liberating Minnesota, Michigan, and Virginia? Let's get to it and let's try to see what they're talking about here. President Donald Trump said he disagreed with Georgia Governor Brian Kemp's decision to reopen certain businesses and facilities, calling it too soon. At Wednesday's White House task force briefing, Trump said while he opposes the decision, the governor has to do what he thinks is right. I told the governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp, that I disagree strongly with his decision to open certain facilities, which are in violation of the Phase 1 guidelines for the incredible people of Georgia, Trump said. They are incredible people. I love those people. They are great. They have been strong, resolute, but at the same time, he must do what he thinks is right. I want him to do what he thinks is right, but I disagree with him on what he is doing, but I want to let the governors do. Now, if I say something totally egregious, totally out of line, I will do it, but I think spas and beauty salons and tattoo parlors and barbershops in Phase 1, we're going to have Phase 2 very soon, is just too soon. I think it's too soon, and I love the people, Don. I know they're putting down exactly what he's saying, but it's kind of a hard read here. I love them, but they can wait a little bit longer, just a little bit. Not much, because safety has to predominate. We have to have that. So I told the governor very simply that I disagree with his decision, but he has to do what he thinks is right, the president said. President Trump was asked about Kemp's decision later in the briefing. Question: can I ask you about your conversation with Governor Kemp? What did he say to you when you said you strongly disagree with him? And for gym owners and tattoo parlor artists and barbers in Atlanta or Georgia generally, would you advise them to listen to you and not their governor? Trump: look, I'd like them to listen to their governors, all of their governors. I have the right to do if I wanted to clamp it down, but I have respect for our governors. They know what they're doing. I think and as you know, Brian Kemp, governor of Georgia, I worked very hard for his election. He beat their superstar. He beat the superstar of their party. I think you can say I helped a lot. Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey, they all went in, they all campaigned for him very hard, and he lost. He also was way down in the primary and ended up winning a primary after I came out and endorsed him. First of all, I seem to recall those individuals coming out, but I think they also came out for, and I think maybe he's confusing who ran against Kemp in Georgia, which was Stacey Abrams, with possibly Andrew Gillum in Florida. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I think he's just kind of confusing the two a little bit, because I don't know if she was their superstar. I think it was more so Gillum. And he references a he in here. And I believe that he's thinking maybe of Gillum, but I'm pretty sure that the Obamas and Oprah came out for both candidates, and of course they would, right? So a lot of good things, and there's a lot of good feeling between myself and Brian. I like him a lot. I just happen to disagree with him only in time. In timing, I disagree. When you have spas, beauty parlors, and I love these people. I know the people from spas and beauty parlors, tattoo parlors, bikers for Trump. A lot of tattoos, I love them. I love these people. And barbershops, these are great people. I told you guys it's a tough read. But you know what? Maybe you wait a little bit longer till you get to phase 2. So, do I agree with him? No. But I respect him, and I will let him make his decision. Would I do that? I'd imagine that's supposed to say, would I do that? No. I'd keep them a little longer. I want to protect people's lives, but I'm going to let him make his decision. But I told him I totally disagree. So there you have it, everybody. Like I said, everybody, it's kind of a bit of a conflict, the tweets you get then versus this, but I don't think too much about it, just in the sense that Twitter, it's kind of the platform where individuals just go for shock value. You just go out and throw out a line or two on Twitter, see if something goes viral, try to get people incited and riled up. And I don't have any doubt Trump was trying to do that with the individuals I had just mentioned, kind of the protests over the weekend to open states back up. And again, it'll be interesting if we see some more of those with Facebook clamping down on individuals who are trying to set up meetings in various states. But what do you guys think here? So this is really for individuals who are on the right. Do you think that Trump, in this case, and then based on what he was talking about over the weekend, do you think he's giving off a mixed message to you? Do you think he's giving out a mixed message to individuals when he's saying liberate these states? And then here in Georgia, he's going ahead and saying, oh, well, maybe we need to wait a little bit longer. Maybe we need to wait until phase 2. I don't know. The way I feel about it is I think it's a bit of a mixed message, but I do agree. Look, I'm 100% on board. I don't want to hear it from anybody who has a job other than probably first responders, maybe essential personnel. Anybody who has a job and has the ability to get income and is working right now, I don't want to hear anything from any of them, aside from the individuals I mentioned, telling other individuals that they should stay at home. I don't want to hear it because it's easy to say things when you have a job, you have an income, or you're an individual like these idiot celebrities who have a ton of wealth already and they're sitting in their multi-million-dollar mansions telling everybody to stay inside. The normal person like you and I, we don't have that advantage. We don't have the ability to just stay inside forever. So I totally get where those protesters are coming from. But like I said, I think it just kind of sends a mixed message in a way. As I said, I know he likes to stir things up on Twitter and he's good at that, but I don't know. I'll throw it back to you guys. What do you think? Mixed message? Am I seeing it right? Am I seeing it wrong? How do you all feel about it? All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.